Welcome back. It is time for another Dad Corner. Today in our featured content, we have an interview that I am really happy to share with you. It comes from one of my favorite YouTubers, from one of my favorite YouTube channels, and that is Oscar Morales from OKBaby. He and his girlfriend have an absolutely wonderful little vlog, one that is one of my most favorite watched channels, so I'm really happy to send you over and tell you that you need to go check them out. If you haven't seen them before, then there will be a card up in the corner. There's a link in the description down below. Before we start that, if you're new to the channel, let me just say, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy the interview, then feel free to share it with any of your friends or family who you think might enjoy it as well. And of course, feel free to explore the rest of this channel. My wife and I release a daily vlog. You can go and watch us and our adventures. We put out a new song each week, and there are a couple other Dad Corners you might enjoy. Without any further ado, roll that footage. Welcome back to Dad Corner, and today we are with one of my favorite YouTubers of all time.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much, Sean.
I have to say a quick story that I just told them is that back when I was going through all my health stuff and the businesses weren't working and I was in bed and couldn't work, and we found out that we were having a baby, I went through a little while where I was really down. I had a couple people let me know, you're never going to be able to be a good dad, things like that. And what kind of pulled me out of it was this guy right here. Him and his wife, they have this great vlog, and I think they have a really powerful platform because of what they've had to overcome to create a life for their family, and it's really inspired me and helped me, so I am really
I love that. I love hearing that. Thank you so much, man. That's inspiring, and that's why we started, so to hear that is amazing, man. Thank you so much.
This is Oscar from OKBaby. I'll put in the description one of my favorite videos from them, so you can go check it out.
Perfect, thank you.
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself and your family?
Yeah, I'm a young dad. I'm 20 years old. I have 2 children. One is 2 years old. So I had my first when I was 18, and I feel like that's the definition of my life. Having my son at that age, I feel like that is what transformed me into who I am today, and I feel like it's made me more mature. It's made me grow up. So yeah, that's what I consider myself, a dad with 2 kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
They've had to overcome a lot because they started as teen parents. That's what they, watching their vlog, there were a lot of people who told them that they weren't going to be able to do it, and they've created a beautiful life with each other, where they're also, not only are their kids well taken care of, but they're able to inspire other people. And I think because of what he's overcome, he has a lot to say that's important about this subject.
Thank you, John.
So how would you define a good dad? What makes a good dad?
A good father is somebody that puts their children before them. So every day, instead of going out and doing what you want to do, you're going out and doing what you need for your family, and then if you have time, you can go and do what you want to do. So just putting your family first. A father provides for the family, supports their family, and that's what you gotta do. Put your family first.
That is an excellent summarization. We've heard other people say the basic thing, but it's quite often long and drawn out. But this, I think it's really interesting. The dads on YouTube that I admire, that I've interviewed, all say that one of the best things, or one of the most important things about being a father is to be able to say, look, this is more important than me right now.
Definitely. Sometimes it's hard, but you gotta do it.
Would you say that even though it's hard, doing it makes you happier?
Oh yeah, man, it's worth it. It's always worth it.
You're a dad, you're on YouTube. It means you have a slightly different life. What comes out of that that's good for you, and what's bad for you and your kids?
As a dad on YouTube, I do feel like I get the pat on the back a lot more than other dads would. Everyone kind of just goes. So it helps my confidence. It helps me continue, as where some dads might go their whole life without hearing that, hey, you're a good dad, So that helps a ton. A bad part about being a father on YouTube is every little mistake, people make it a huge deal, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I take my son out on my skateboard and put him in between, and we skate a little bit, and nothing too dangerous. I'm always there. If anything happens, I'm obviously gonna pick him up and I can just step off my board. But some people are thinking like, oh my goodness, is that dangerous, this and that. So I do get more pats on the back, but every little mistake I do does get blown up.
That's really interesting. Is it, do you find that affects the way you parent at all?
To be honest, no. I don't know how, but I've been fortunate enough to not really care what people say. I'm assuming it's because I did care a little bit when we found out we were pregnant. A lot of friends judged me, a lot of family members judged me, and so now it's just random people on the internet that if obviously if they're hating, they don't care about me. Why do I care about them? Why am I listening to them?
If you can get over family members having problems, then the strange thing there.
Yeah,
That's a
exactly.
good point. Can you think of for us one important lesson you've learned about being a dad, and tell us the story of how you learned it?
Patience. I don't know. That's hard. I guess what I've learned about being a dad is discipline isn't always the right way. Sometimes it's just patience. Sometimes it's out of your control. I feel like I try to discipline Levi, just like every other father would. Maybe put him in timeout, or not let him have certain things. Or sometimes I like when he's crying, I go turn around and like stop crying, and just basically like that. But sometimes that doesn't work, and sometimes it makes things worse. Like there was one time when we were in the car, and I kept turning around telling Levi, stop crying. He was bawling and bawling and bawling, and I realized that he was just tired. Patience is the key. I was getting mad at him for something that was out of his control, and I kind of feel guilty about it, but patience is key. So that's my story on that.
If you only had 2 minutes, but in those 2 minutes you could give any message you wanted to every dad in the world, what would it be that you'd want them to know?
That's hard. Everybody that's already a dad, what would I want them to know?
Or even future dads.
Future dads, I feel like it's much easier because a lot of, for me at least, when I was about to become a dad, I didn't have that connection with Kira's pregnancy like I feel like I should have, and for some reason it just wouldn't click. And I still did everything I needed to do to start providing for my family and all that, but I can't explain it, but once you become a dad, it's an amazing feeling. You're gonna want to drop everything you are doing to spend time with your son, to provide for your son or daughter, and just don't screw anything up while the pregnancy's going on. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe this is just me, but yeah, I would have to say that be there for her when she's pregnant. That's very important, and you will hear about it when she's not if you don't.
If you are interested in their channel or interested in dads or anything like that, I really suggest them. They are one of my most favorite people to watch, and I feel like not only do they do a really good job of showing their life in an interesting way, but of trying to be a good example of how to build your family. Throughout their vlog, we've watched them both make sacrifices for their family that I think are really outstanding. So
thank you.
I want to say thank you for your example to me as a dad. You just stop hitting me. To me as a dad, and I'm gonna keep learning from you.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. Thank you for interviewing me. I love this, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you. Big thank you to them for that, both to Oscar and Kira for taking the time to let me have that interview with them. Meeting them was amazing, and I really enjoy watching them, so you should definitely check out their channel. Remember, there's a link in the description down below. And on to the extras! Today's extras. First up, I have my first video from Oscar and Kira that I ever watched, and it was actually Oscar's Day in the Life of a Teenage Dad video, so you need to check that out down in the description. Our second extra is just a little bit of funny that I found. It came from America's Funniest Home Videos, which I have to say, I don't always find AFV to be as funny as they could be, but this one had me cracking up. So check it out. It's a mom vs. dad baby compilation. It's also down in the description. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and make sure to share this with anyone you think might enjoy it. And we'll see you with the next Dad Corner.
If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you liked it, comment.